Everyone to another episode of Coffee and Whiteboard Marketing. Join my co-host Matty Bissett.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I'm Miles O'Kane. Looking forward to taking you all along for the ride. My man, before we jump into this episode, I was bailed up a week or two ago when I was out and about. By a person who's teaching in a different country, I don't want to say where, but not Australia, asked me to explain the characteristics of an Aussie school to them. Primary school, high school, kindergarten. Went through a few things. Some of them were borderline, but I thought it might be nice to start this episode off with. So we'll go one for one here with the characteristics of an Aussie school. First one, there's a clear hierarchy of coffee mugs, Matthew.
There is. You can't mess around with that.
Yeah, there's some stuff, as we're talking off here, there's some stuff you can muck around with. Teachers' coffee mugs, that's just off with the head kind of stuff.
I guess it does come down a lot of schools, for hierarchy-wise, car parks.
Oh, absolutely.
So, obviously, your admin, your principals, your deputies.
They've got names on it.
The office ladies, like the registrar and stuff. Big written on things, and they're right as close to the door as possible. Yeah. And then it sort of just goes down from there. So, like, seniority-wise, who's been at the school.
What's your theory on that? Or what's your move on that? My one being is, outside of the ones that's signed, it's free for all. So whoever gets there first, it's yours.
I think the same.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, my time management's not very good.
I've heard.
So I sort of need to just park wherever's left.
Mate, you park catching the bus in.
But I think the hierarchy should be, your park is closest to your classroom. So you have to walk the least distance.
Okay, right. So I look at my school now, it's kind of, the car park's just near the admin and then everything's sort of back of the school.
So I guess it also depends on the car park.
Yeah.
Being in primary schools a lot, you have your ECE side, and then you've got your upper school. They're normally separated.
Sure.
So you can have your ECE car park, you can have your year 1 to year 4 car park, then your 5 and 6 car park.
Yeah.
So you can have your hierarchies in each area if you really wanted to, but I just think, because of time management reasons, closest to the door, closest to your room is your park.
So what? So back in the day when it first happened, whenever it was, why did admin get car spots? Was it for they need to get to the quickest way to the class, or just a perk of the job?
I'm going to go with, it's a bit of a perk of a job, and also their time management is sometimes pretty average as well.
I think it's definitely a perk of the job. You become assistant principal, whatever, deputy principal,
and
principal.
You need a good spot.
You get a car park that says admin on it.
Correct.
I don't know if that sells me.
It definitely doesn't sell me, because I have to wear long pants as well. So I'm all for the close car park, but I'm not wearing long pants. Can't do it.
The microwave in the staff room smells like 5 different cuisines. I don't even use it. We got one in the department, in the math department.
Yeah.
Even that's hardcore enough. But the one in the staff room.
They're bad.
Yeah, and the difference between the range in tidying or hygiene methods in the staff room can be crazy as well, man. You can tell the people who have lived with people and the people that haven't before. It just gets out of control.
Well, I would say you can tell the people who still live with their parents. Over the people who have children are in charge of their dishes.
50-year-old Peter. Just chuck it, mate, come on, we'll pass this.
Another one that I've noticed in the staff room is where the lunch boxes or food go in the fridge. So everyone has...
They have a shelf in the fridge.
They have a certain shelf in the fridge. So, like, you put your lunch in there, and then you come back at recess of lunch, and someone's moved your lunch and put theirs in there, because that's their spot. Again,
it should be first in, best dressed.
I think so as well. I circumvented that, Miles.
How'd you do that?
I bring all of my food for the week and just shove it in the freezer.
Oh, no one uses the freezer.
No one uses the freezer.
No one uses the freezer.
No. All my snacks are in there. Anyone I've worked with will laugh, because they know that, like, the top shelf of the freezer, it's always just my snacks and my lunch. Nothing goes in the fridge.
How does this happen to you? Are you sitting in the staff room and you overhear some staff talking about a behaviour situation, and automatically, without any names, you know the student they're talking about?
Yep, all the time.
And it's not just describing the physical characteristics, it's describing the behaviour and the situation that happened.
I don't even need to know the physical characteristics of some of their, when they start talking, you're like, I know who you're talking about. I had them 2 years ago. Good to see some things never change, no matter how hard we try. Always. And then there's always, goes on from that, you overhear that part, and then someone will say, "Oh, well, you should see their older sibling, or I've seen their younger sibling in the car park.
Yeah, it's around soon.
You're going to have them soon." You're like, "Oh, don't tell me that. I thought they were moving."
I mean, the final one there is you can tell how the day's going by the volume in the staff room by recess. If it's all loud and going well, you're like, all right, it's going to be a good day.
Having fun.
If it's just dead silent, you're like, here we go.
I've walked into a staff room at lunchtime. I've been out of school, and I'm like, you know what? I'll go have a quick bite to eat. You walk in there, and it's just dead silent.
People are staring as you walk in. You're like, whoa,
Yeah,
this is a graveyard.
Well, this school needs, I don't know, massage or, some fun or something. This is not going well
And
today.
there's always a couple of staff just linger in there. Yeah, all right, time to move on. Oh, so look, I mean, that was just off the cuff of the head. I think it's, looking at, there is characteristics to those skills, and I think
always.
a lot of it's got to be light humour
And
as
you've
well.
also got, what happens in single stream schools, multi-stream schools, huge schools. Like I work at some high schools that have 2,500 kids.
Yeah.
Like these people, the teachers don't even know each other.
Yeah,
and they're in
yeah.
the same department.
Mm-hmm.
So like the hierarchy of things, it also depends on the school.
Yeah.
And the size of the school.
Yeah.
Like, and the traditions and all that type of stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So look, that out of the way, this episode I said at the top of the video, looking at sustainable teaching and how to build a career that lasts.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think we've mentioned it plenty of times before, but I mean, teachers aren't leaving because they stop caring. They're leaving because it's just getting out of control for teaching at the moment. I mean, how to, it's emotionally demanding, it's fast paced, it's constantly changing.
But the funny thing is, it's constantly changing and nothing changes.
Nah. Yeah.
Like the end behaviour is still the same.
Yeah.
It's just how they get there changes.
Yeah. Well, I know this we talked about in a previous episode. I mean, the days of teaching at a school for 10, 20, 30 years, it's probably not as much as it used to be. But I mean, I think this episode is not just about surviving a term or a one-off year. It's about how do you longevity of how to stay in the career. Is it 5 years, 15 years, 25, or whatever? I mean, I saw the other day that someone, I don't know if it's Australia or not, had been, or it might be another country, been teaching for 65 years. 65, the most, I had a guy in my team at the most I'd come across had taught 40 years.
65. So that means, let's just say they started teaching when they were 18.
At 15.
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy. Still going.
How?
So, because they're just staying
I'm
up,
41, I get home from a day working with...
mate, just staying up with the trends and, keeping that energy going. Know everything about chat. I don't know, but 65 years is a fair crack.
That's amazing.
Mate, I'm 20 in a month. This is hardcore.
I don't know, are they any good though?
Well, I think if you're not good, you're going to be like that hard. All right, come on. We're here 15 years ago. It's time to move on.
Like at 65 years, you'd be teaching the grandkids of the kids that you taught.
You know the grandma situation, especially if they're in primary school. Everyone loves their grandma.
Yeah,
so
true.
they come in and she's got 65 years of curriculum knowledge.
Whole bunch of old big books that she brings out of a little trolley.
Wheels out. Here we go, kids. I think God bless her.
So
Good on her.
definitely ask her what she's been doing.
The guy I work with taught 40 years. His last parent evening, he'd just taught his first grandkid. So he's like, it's time to leave. I'm done. Also, he's close to retirement age.
Yeah.
But he's like, he'd been through 3. The 3rd generation he's on now.
That's a long time at one school too, man.
So 40 years teaching, 35 at one school. Yeah.
That's
You
nuts.
see some stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
You see some stuff.
Man, if you stay at school for like 5 years, you see a change.
So this, where I'm at now, is the longest I've been at school, and that's 6 years. And I've seen some change. Not for good or bad, definitely.
Yeah. But change is good. You need change. So...
Okay, so the problem of unsustainable teaching norms. I mean, I think it's been around forever. The normalisation of overworking. How much are you doing? My car's the last one in the car park. I take pride in that. Look at me go.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's got to be these days, that's completely out of my head. I'm like, I'm here, I'm effective during the day. Once that bell goes, I'm not thinking about teaching.
Yeah, I'm the same. But I think that does come from time and also making an active effort to be that person.
Yeah, it's a discipline.
Yeah, like it's really hard. Like I spent a lot of last year working after hours.
Yes.
Only because I was trying to get some stuff off the ground. So that was on me. That wasn't to do with school. So I had to wear that. But all of the actual people that stay back, I'm the first in, last to get. Why? It's not a culture that is rewarded anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like you're killing yourself. You're not spending time with your friends, your family, your pets.
The trade-off, isn't it?
You
You're
know,
doing
like,
this. What aren't you doing?
Yeah, if you're going to be at school from 7 till 7, when's the time for you to go for a walk or catch up with a mate or
have some downtime to yourself?
Spend time with your kids. You know, like.
Yeah.
And some people, you know, like they don't. Work is their everything, but at the end of the day, it's just.
So you're saying, how can like early career habits can definitely affect you?
Yep.
It become almost burnout patterns, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you start doing that from the time you start teaching at school, you're not going to last. It's going to kill you.
No. Look, I mean, I think the other, looking at unsustainable teaching norms, I think the myth of the good teacher as well, that they do everything. And I to this day, I've still got teachers that are good in the classroom with behaviour and stuff, but they might not be the best somewhere else, you know, curriculum or whatever.
Take me, like I'll be, my planning has always been something that I need to work on.
Yeah.
But behaviour management and adapting in the room and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Not an issue.
Yeah.
That's good as gold. That's where I thrive.
Yeah.
Sitting down and doing paperwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah, so the myth of that superhero teacher that's awesome at everything.
You can't.
It's hard.
I haven't met one. Present company excluded, Mark.
Mate, that's why I'm at school till 8 p.m. every night. I'm not. I'm definitely not. So I mean, so pillar one of building more sustainable habits. Boundaries. Boundaries are a big one. I think is professional, and I, mentioned it heaps of times before. Especially when it comes to time, I do a lot of pushback now. If something involves my time, or people come to me, it's not about just accepting everything, which I'd done previously earlier in my career. It's about I've got this amount of time available. Outside of that, and even now, my time is so pushed without trying to preach about it. It's hard to take anything else on outside of my professional duties.
I look at it like high schools not so much, or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But primary schools have a lot of before and after school care type of
duty of care stuff.
No, like running club or chess club or and if you like that stuff and you're willing to give your time, you should do that. It should not be, you like to run on the weekend, can you start running club? Yeah. And they always ask the people that they know will say yes.
Yeah.
And it's hard because lots of teachers are on fixed term contracts as well. So a lot of people start going, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this. And they burn themselves out because they know they don't have a job next year.
Absolutely.
And they try to make themselves invaluable by burning themselves out.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the equivalent to...
It's not a good idea at all.
No, you're good with the hard class or hard behaviour students. You get more of those kids. And you're like, but I can't keep getting punished, so to speak, because of that.
Correct. That's why, I definitely think that when schools now, back in the day, you'd have your class lists.
Yep.
And they'll put the teacher's name up the top, and then they would say, this student would be really good with that teacher because that person's really good with this. Now they don't put the teacher's name up the top, and they make the class based on the needs of the class. They're good friends with this person, let's put them in there. You know what? That person, they're really good at that stuff, so let's put these two people in there so then they can have a higher extension class. And those type of things need to happen more, because when you overload a class because he likes to do sport, let's give him all the kids that don't stop moving. It just eventually burns you out. It's not sustainable. Yeah,
and I think it's especially with sort of behaviour being so dynamic these days. Like I've had to make class lists across the school for cohorts. It can be tough balance. Attendance, behaviour issues, academic, it's all, to get everything perfect is pretty hard.
Yeah.
But you can do it.
You can, but it just takes time. It's just hard.
Pillar number 2 to building Pillar number 2 to building a sustainable career. Let go of perfection.
What's that mean? I make mistakes all the time, Miles. You have to. You can't hold on to being amazing, perfect. You know, like I'll have prac students come into my class and I'll say, look, your lesson will go one of three ways. It'll be real good.
Yep.
Real shit.
Yep.
Or meh. That's it. That's how your 3 lessons are going to go.
What about the ones where I'm changing lives? Inspiring the masses?
I doubt that's going to happen very often in one lesson, Miles.
And if you're aiming for that, you'll lose your mind.
Yeah. So, you go in there and, your perfection is getting to the end of the lesson. For high school, it'll be whatever that lesson is. Let's just say that 1 year 8 maths cohort. I just need to get through. Perfection is making sure that you don't lose your mind by the end of that class. That's perfection. Not every kid gets all their work done. Every kid doesn't get up and goes for a drink. Every kid doesn't call out. It's never going to happen. Yeah. You will die before that happens.
Yeah. The only point I've got there to add on to is just, don't go for perfect lessons. Just go for effective routines and stuff like that. Stuff that you can implement that will save you energy and time.
Put your routines in first. Spend the first 3 or 4 weeks just working on routines so the kids know what to expect. So the anxiety level goes when they're in your class, and then you get a bit of a better class.
Absolutely.
It's not the be all and end all. It's not going to fix everything, but it'll make a big chunk of your behaviour management when kids know what to expect.
It'll make a more sustainable career.
It definitely makes a more sustainable career.
Pillar number 3, build emotional distance without losing build emotional distance without losing care.
See, I find that one the hard one. Okay, only because of the current job that I'm in and the students I work with.
Because it's so high needs emotionally. Yeah.
And if you show them no emotion,
they're probably used to that, aren't they?
They're very used to it, and they just shut down.
Yeah.
If you show them emotion and then you start to distance yourself, a trauma response kicks in.
And they stop trust,
Yeah, so that is 100% how you need to run a class.
Yeah.
But there are some cases where making too much distance is a negative effect.
I'd agree with you, Matthew, and not agree at this point here. I mean, I think it's, and especially those difficult classes, not just saying me, but I've seen other teachers who are good with those kids make massive progress, because then I say to them, when I've got staff having those hard classes, I'm like, their whole life they're probably told they're no good, and they got finally someone that cares about them and actually shows them they can do or believes in them, and they can, like, it's they can achieve, and I think they can achieve more than you expect, and that's what.
And like back to number 2, if you make a routine that the child can expect, then you can have a bit more emotional distance, because they're not relying on you to be the pillar to get them through the lesson, because they don't know what's coming.
So how do you make emotional investment without burning out, sustainable over your career?
1, realise you're not perfect.
Yeah.
Your lessons are never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
If they're good, take that as a win.
But what about like we're talking about the emotional side now.
Yeah. So then if you start to do your routines and you start to do that, your classroom starts to run more efficiently, because everyone knows what's coming. So then you can tailor when you interact with a student and when you give space, because you now have time in your class to interact one-on-one with them.
Yeah.
And they don't need to constantly be calling out, constantly leaving to get your attention and get you to interact with them. Yeah. So when you have your routine, they know exactly what's happening. The class runs better, and you can go over and go, oh, that's right. So-and-so needs a bit more of a check-in, a bit more of a one-on-one work. I'll go over now. Yeah. And then you might not speak to them again for another day and a half, because they know that the relationship is still there. Yeah. It's anchored in that nice, structured, flowing routine. Yeah. And they don't need you all the time.
Well, I think, you're correct there. I think, and then if you haven't got everything down, if you've got a lot of stuff nailed down in the class, those emotional things that can happen can just be overwhelming.
Because then the kids are emotional because they don't know what's happening. Yeah. Then you need to wear all of that emotion to try to level your class out. Yeah. Which it's not possible. Yeah. It's just too hard. Yeah. You can't do it. Yeah. So when you have that structure to start with, be whatever structure you do in your class. It doesn't need to be what I say or what you say. You need to get that whatever you do is consistent.
Absolutely.
And that consistency creates trust with that student.
Yeah.
Then you don't need to be their emotional soundboard.
Yeah.
Then you're just there to offer advice.
And there's an element of winning over there as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Okay, so the final one, so the pillar 5 to build sustainable career in teaching. I think is to build a life outside of teaching. So I mean, you're not sitting there answering emails when you leave for school, or doing your best, training yourself not to think about what's happening to the today, tomorrow, down the track. But you've got, I don't want to, cliche as it sounds, but talk about mindfulness and stuff. But you're in the moment.
And that's, as a new teacher, that's very hard.
Yeah.
With time, it becomes easier.
Yeah.
But you need to have a hobby. You need to have an outlet. You need to, what's it called? Not deload, de-stress. Because teaching is a very stressful job. And if you bring that home to your kids, then you're a stressful parent. So you need to find something. It might not be, like obviously some people go for a run, some people go for a swim, some people do kickboxing, some people, I don't know, paint them little tiny things, and they make
a lot of money in that apparently.
Yeah, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. Some people do that. Do that. Whatever you like to do that at least 2-3 times a week, because it'll make you a better teacher, a better human, a better parent, and you'll be able to do what you love for longer.
Yeah.
Because you're not so emotionally burnt out.
Yeah.
You're a nicer human.
And
don't buy a 3D printer.
I think you got such potential. I'm looking forward to this company just launching, mate, to stratosphere. My point there is, don't let teaching be all your identity.
No.
And I've made that mistake before, but now I'm just like, whatever happens in the day stays in the day. I like what I do, I enjoy what I do. Being a teacher, in the moment I don't enjoy it, I won't be a teacher.
Yeah, and if something bad happens in class, and you're not emotionally ready to talk about it, and the students are not, then wait. Just wait. Do it the next day. Don't hold on to it. Because if you hold on to that emotion, then the next time you see them, you're not going to be a nice person. You're going to be, they said so-and-so, they're trying to bait me there, Don't let them get to you. Go home, enjoy your day, enjoy your kids. I know, go for a swim, prune your bonsai tree, do whatever.
I had a bonsai tree in year 10. It lasted about a month. I told my mum, I need this for Christmas. She's like, you're not going to look after it. I'm definitely going to look after it. And then I didn't.
That's longer than the Tamagotchi I had. That lasted for about 3 days.
Yeah, where did they? They were huge, weren't they?
Yeah, and then I lost it. I don't know where it is.
You killed your Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Now you got 3 kids.
Now I got 3 kids.
You've come a long way.
Yeah.
So look, a closing reflection. I mean, I think, teaching's hard. We need teachers to stay in there, but just between, looking at your identity, keeping, redefine success over time, build a life outside of teaching, all these things will keep you in longer. And, as I said before, like if you're not enjoying it, there's plenty of options out there to do different things. But if you are enjoying it, don't think you're to go overboard and above and beyond all the time.
No. I think that if you want to stay in teaching, find something that you like to do outside of teaching and do that a couple times a week, because then you'll be a better teacher in the long run.
Absolutely.
And you'll have more energy, you'll have more time, and then you'll also be able to bring what you like to do into the classroom and maybe teach the kids how to crochet, or do the paper one?
Origami.
That one, like whatever you might do.
1,000 paper cranes.
Yeah. But then you're more relaxed. And the more relaxed you are at school, the longer you'll be able to teach.
Absolutely.
So you just need to find what relaxes you.
There you have it, team. How to stay in the career longer. Do you want to sign us off? Like always.
Like always, enjoy the day and thank you.
Like always, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next episode.